In this short video, I'll be showing you how to make and embed a presentation to put into your Google Sites. So the finished product will look something like this. Let's say you want to have a presentation on your Google site that plays itself and goes over and over. So anyway, this is very, very easy to do. So I'll just let's go ahead and get started. So the first step is making your presentation, and in order to have a presentation that's going to embed in Google Sites, you're going to have to make it within your Drive. So you click Create within Drive, you choose Presentation. That opens the presentation window, and it works much like PowerPoint. You can import PowerPoint presentations in and it'll have the same effect, but it changes your PowerPoint presentation a little bit. So if you want a better effect, you'll make it within Drive itself. So anyway, I already made one. I'm going to start with this. So you make your presentation, and what is important is after you've put all the images in. So I've put all these slides. This is simply images for my presentation. There's two things that you have to do that are important here. First, you need to go to Transition. That will open up this animation window, and you need to pick your transition and do that. So I've already set this to fade, and I've applied to all slides. If you have any trouble at all with this, you'll want to click a slide and then do Control and get all these, and then whenever you pick whatever you're going to pick, you're going to click Apply to All Slides, and it's going to save. I don't need to do that because I've already done that here, but that's how you do this. The next thing that you need to do, if you want everybody to see it, it's easy to forget when you create things in a Google Drive that they're private and only you can see them because you're logged in. Too many times have I put stuff in my virtual classroom where I could see it, like a calendar like this, and my students told me, hey, that's just a big black box. Oh, because I forgot to share it. So on this one, you're going to do this a little differently than share. Instead of share, you're going to go to movie, or this file here, and then you go publish to the web. And I've already published this, but when you publish this, you get this link, and I set it to do this, but I'm not sure if you need to do that for this, because it also gives you that setting when you do that. But it's not a bad idea, so we'll go ahead and set these. And let's see. Doesn't give me a place to set that, and again, I've already published, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. But you want to make sure you publish it to the web. Next, you go to your page that you want to do, and you come up here, click Edit Page, and then you go down to where you want it. We're going to kill this. And you put here. Now this is the part that's super easy with this. Because it's all enclosed in the Google system, you don't need to use an embed code or anything like that. And this gave us a link when we were in the presentation, gave us a link to use, and you normally use this share link. You don't need to worry about any of that because this is all in-house. So you just go to Drive, then you go to Presentation, and what happens is any presentations that you've created using that same Google Drive, the same Google ID that you've done this, shows up here. And then of course all you have to do is click this, do Select. Now this is important. Do you notice it's got these settings? So I'm going to unclick this setting, unclick this. I'm going to start slideshow. No, you know what? I'm going to do this because I want to show you something. You're going to have to choose size. Because this is a double table thing on my website, I'm going to have to use that small setting, but you've got several choices when it comes to size. And of course, the bigger you pick, the longer it takes to load up. Same thing with your slideshow. The more slides you make, the longer it takes. I'm just going to use small. That's easy. And normally I hate titles, but I included this because I wanted to show you something. So you click Save, and boom, there it is. So then I click Save, and because I had set it to start and continuously play, it's doing what it's supposed to do. See, again, I just don't like titles. Even when I set them with colors I still don't like them. So now let's say you look at this and you think, okay, that's kind of cool, or I want to modify the size, I want to do the title. So now we come up here. You go back in to do this. I want to show you something that it confused me for a great long while when I first began to do this. So I'm going to leave everything the way it was, but I'm going to get rid of the title. Click Save. What? Nothing's happening. For whatever reason, what I've learned using these Google presentations is they don't like to be edited once you've embedded them into your website. And so I lost a lot of sleep over this when this first happened. Oh man, how can I fix this? I learned there's a real easy fix. Since they don't like to be edited, what you do if you want to edit one, you simply do this. It's so easy to do these. You come in and you kill the old one. Now you go right back up. There was nothing wrong with the slideshow. It just doesn't like to be edited for some reason. So you go Insert. This time I'm going to remember the right settings. So I'm going to go back into my presentation. I'm going to choose the same presentation. Okay. Click this. Remember, I didn't like that title, so I'm going to kill that. Do this. This. I don't want the border. Click Save. Now I click Save again. That's the only tricky part. And so if you're ever doing one of these and you forget that and you go to Modify, you go to Edit it, and suddenly it's not working anymore, remember the quickest way and easiest way to fix that is to reload it. So this is really, I like this because it's a great way. You know, if you wanted your notes onto your website, onto your virtual classroom in a way that looked really cool, you could do it this way. And of course, someone can always open this, and that opens the page. It's going to bring them into the presentation, of course. So there we are, and they get to see that. And I think I'm going to bet that since you know, I'm seeing this because I'm me. If you're not logged in, you're not going to be able to open that if you didn't share it. So if you want something like that, if you want to share this with your students, then you could do the share. And what I'll do, I wouldn't want anyone to edit this, so I'll just do the share anyone with the link. Now by doing that, any of my students could open that and they could download it, whatever they wanted to do, if that's what, you know, what I wanted to use that for. And of course I go back here and I'm back with my slideshow, and that's all good. So I hope that this has been helpful. And again, it's very easy to put these presentations in. Little trickier to put them in without this border and the Google stuff around them, but not impossible. And I'll make a video on that next. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed the film. Bye-bye.